Okay, good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? Right, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we will start this preview very shortly. Time check now is 10:02 a.m. Okay, now for this preview, it'll be for 2 hours. Okay, from 10 a.m. till 12 noon. All right, but today, the way I construct this preview is going to be very different. I want you to learn something. I want you to get some information off here so that regardless whether you join me in my PSV in the next workshop, I want you to learn something from today. All right. So we will do our usual typing on the keyboard. There will be a lot of questions and answers later on throughout the whole session. Okay. So let's just start with this thing here. Okay. Let's get into this action. Let's type the word good morning to everybody. Can you see that you'll start to see the word good morning coming up on your screen? Okay, excellent. All right, so this is the place that you can actually interact with me, okay? And also for my team members to interact with you. Because a lot of information later on the way, I'm sure you'll be flooding me with a lot of questions and I may miss them. So my team members will be available to assist you, all right? Like payment, when's the next workshop, what are the questions that you all ask. We have done all the preparation work. We will inform you, share you through this Zoom group chat, okay? So time check now is 10:03 a.m. We give just another 1 or 2 more minutes because this morning there was a password issue on the Zoom site. I'm glad that you guys came in without a hitch, all right? This was a pretty close call though. Okay, we received nearly about 120 people coming online, huh? They say that they registered. We will see how it goes. Doesn't matter to me. All right, the session will start very soon, right? Now, what I love about Zoom doing preview is I can wear it very casually on a Saturday. I can wear my shorts actually. This is a good part of Zoom preview, whereby everybody is relaxed, everybody will make a good decision and what to do later, okay? All right, so now time check 10:04. I think we should start. We will not wait further. Let me put up my PowerPoint slides up. All right, everybody, can you see my PowerPoint slides? If you can see, would you mind giving me a thumbs up? Gold Mania 2020 Workshop August Preview. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Now, we will commence this preview immediately. All right, if anytime, any question you want to ask, just key into the Zoom group chat. My guys will be there to assist you, okay? If you need my attention, and if I happen to spot it, right, among all the questions, all the great stuff, I'll come back to you. Let's begin, okay? Now, first of all, I mean, I saw on my the email that I received from you guys. Apparently, that a lot of you guys doesn't know me. Who am I? So let me just show you who am I first. My name is Kelvin Hunt. Okay, I started trading at the age of 20-year-old. I developed this system since 2011. But some of the techniques that is in the system itself was arrived as early as 2005. So which means that later on, there's this particular technique called pivots. Now, this technique was created back in 2005. So which means that this technique has been with me for 15 years. So I believe that that's why it has been still so accurate, okay, in the market. Now today I'm leading about 350 traders daily, every day, Monday to Friday, on Truth6 Telegram groups, okay? So although we call it Gold Mania Workshop, but we don't only emphasize on gold, we do Forex, we do indices, we do crude oil, okay? So whatever you learn will be able to basically relate to this market there, okay? Now, currently I'm also leading this trade with the boys Facebook page with about 89,000 followers. But of course, I'll be very honest with you, majority of them came from overseas. All right, Singaporeans, I think probably takes about 10 to 15,000, okay? All right, now for me, I'm looking to create my app very soon, my PSV app very soon. And this is something going to be probably a game changer because not only that you get buy-sell signal, you get to see the charts and you can see everybody's, movement in the market. Very interesting app, okay? It will be out when? Well, it will be out likely in October to November. All right, that's why, seriously, we are also looking at possibly to reduce my, classes in the future because I really want to concentrate on, sharing this app around the world, okay? So this is something that I want to share with you, that's me. And of course, all right, let me just give you the more insight now. Basically, is that my first workshop was in January this year. And now we have already finished my 9th intake. We have 62 packs last time. And my 10th intake will be on the 22nd of August. Already 17 people have already paid and signed up for it, even though we are still weeks away. Okay, now why is that? Probably the reason is because this will be the last time you're able to pay this price. which means that if you still continue to procrastinate, then the next time you need to pay me is 1,388 Singapore dollars. Okay. Now, when will be the 11 intake? Now, initially, I schedule it to be September, but then again, I might have a little project coming up pretty soon. So, which means that I may push this 11 intake further back. No, maybe it'll be in late September. It could be also be mid-October. So rather than you procrastinate and you wait further, this is not a marketing gimmick. You should know me very well. When I have a project, it means I got things to do. So if you want to hold back, then of course, then you'll be going for the 11 intake, open-handed date at the moment now, and the price will be at 1,388. Okay, this is something that you must know, because I don't want you to, how come the price went up? You didn't know about this, all right? This is all unrecorded, so let me tell you know that. Okay, so basically you should know my community is all mostly through referral. People recommend friends to us. You can see on our Telegram group chat. So every day, almost every day, we have people coming in. Almost every day, we have new people coming into our group chat. All right, because everybody knows that to refer friends is about the results, and results plays a very big part in our community. Okay, so you can see all of them doing very well and recommending more friends to us. Right, so at the moment now, I got 6 Telegram group chats. I have gold, I have global market. Global market means we cover indices, we cover Forex together. Now, I'm actually looking to open up my 7th Telegram group chat. Is the Forex one, just strictly for Forex. Now, of course, that will need more manpower, more resources, but then again, the demand seems to be there. So I might be opening that particular group chat. So let's see how it goes. Now, I also do US stocks. Yeah, we do US stocks too. We do every Tuesday and every Thursday, we have this little group chat from 9:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. We talk about the US stock market. Okay, so we have quite a few things. All right, so now the thing is I've explained a bit about introduction and right, so let's start this session with a disclaimer as usual. Now, today is no about market outlook. Okay, today I won't do any market outlook. If you want to hear my market outlook, then you need to be part of us, which means that right tomorrow there will be a PSV members only market analysis and outlook at 9:30 p.m. Now, only PSV members can attend because they need to switch on their video camera. We need to see each other, and I will share with you guys a lot of stuff, but it's only given to PSV members. So if today, if I share my stuff, you like it and you want to join us for tomorrow's market outlook, then this is the takeaway, all right? So the thing is, before we start today's session, I need what's a preview, right? So definitely, I will need you to do me a little favor. Okay, I need you to do this, okay? I need you to key the word disclaimer so that you are pretty sure that you have heard me loud and clear. You know that whatever I share later, all is from internet. All right, I did my best already. Wow, you guys are very good. You guys are very keen on the disclaimer already. Oh my, you guys are good, man. Okay, so you need to keep a disclaimer so that our guys is recording this and we know that you're giving me the disclaimer and you know that whatever I share later on is market information and from the internet. Now, of course, internet can be a lot of some real names, some real things, some fake stuff. Please do your due diligence, okay? Don't blame me. If you make money from the market, do generously, you know, donate to charity, okay, of your own preferred choice. Okay, thank you so much. Let's just begin. Now, before we start the preview today, you need to know my system. I need to share a little bit with you. If not, you'll be lost along the way, okay? So my system basically has 2 colors, or in fact, 4 colors, plus 5, okay? The main thing is this, when the bar are red, that means that the market is coming down, okay? Simple, right? Now, only when you see red turns to yellow, that means that it's time to buy into the market, okay? Now, there is a very important thing called pivot, okay? Now, there's pivot 1, there's pivot 2. Now, if the market basically is below pivot 2, usually there will be bearishness, okay? Now, if the market can cross the pivot 2, wow, you're gonna recover. Now, if the market cross pivot 1, then the upside will be bullish, okay? If the market stays below pivot 1, then there will be some profit taking. Now, don't worry about that. Later on, as I go slowly, you will see more and more examples being shown to you, all right? Now, my KSI indicator is a big boys indicator. Now, this big boys indicator is not the common one that you can find in the market. The common one is all price action based, which means that if the market is up, the indicator will go up. If the market is down, the market indicator comes down. So it's pretty straightforward for those indicators. But to me is this, why do I need an indicator that tells me what the market is doing? Because what I want to know is exactly what should I be preparing for myself. Which means that if the market indicator points up because the price is up, then jolly well, I know that. But if you tell me something else different, tell me that if the market is going up, but the boys are selling, that's a different thing. You understand my point? Give an example. If let's say now you're going to buy a share and the stock price ABC shares, then you realize that the big boys are also buying with you at the same time. So I'm pretty sure with this information at hand, you will be able to make a proper decision to even buy more. Agreeable? All right. But what if you want to buy a share and you realize that the big boys are actually selling, what would you do? What would you do? Tell me, guys. What would you do? I want you to answer me. What would you do? Text me now in the group chat. Now, this is how the whole preview today goes. There's been a lot of interaction. I want to hear from you. I want to see how you talk to me so that I can understand where you are. So imagine now if the boys are selling and you want to buy a share. What would you do? Would you sell or would you actually don't buy? Now, tell me. I want to hear from you guys. It's a preview, right? And it's also an interactive session. Yeah, I think that don't buy makes more sense though. Sell, wow, sell short. Wow, you guys are good. I think basically don't buy, it'll be a good idea, right? To short the market, it depends again. So excellent, guys. This is good. I like all this information coming in. So the thing is, what we have right here itself is this. If the KSI indicator turns from red to green, that means that the boys have come in to buy. Now, I will explain more in my class why and how I arrive with this thing here. Nope, it's not by volume analysis. Nope, it's not because of some data that coming from some brokers. Nope, it's very, very special. It's a pattern recognition indicator. So I'll tell you more during my workshop, all right? But you'll see this a lot later on during the session, okay? All right, so continue. Now, of course, for gold, I created a special indicator for gold. Yeah, only for gold. This thing is called the KCX indicator. Now, what does it mean? That means that, right, when you see green color at the bottom, okay, that means that gold is about to hit a bottom soon for this round, okay? It doesn't mean that it's not the bottom, it's just a bottom. A bottom means a cyclical bottom, right? So once you see the green color popping out on the screen and flashing it, yes, I purposely did it to flash, like, to try attention. And once you see the flashing, that is where you stand by for the color change to come in. And once the color change came in, you just go in to buy. That's it, as simple as that. Even though you may have color deficiency, no worry, we can correct the colors for you. Because I do have friends who are having some color deficiency. So what we do is that we specially cater some certain colors that suit them just for them. Yes, this is how professional we are. We really take good care of everybody, right? Like a community, like a family. Okay, so we are clear. Red to yellow, buy. Yellow to red, we sell. Okay, pivots levels, later we show you more. And then the KSI indicator, if it's red in color, the boys are selling. If it's green in color, the boys are buying, okay? So this one is pretty simple, all right? Now, the thing is this, okay? This is what happened, okay, today, all right? The price is $988, okay? So if you like what you hear, within the first hour, you SMS PSV, this three-letter word, and send it to this telephone number, 88685030. The details are already on the Zoom group chat. Now, you have only 1 hour to secure this price, which means that after 1 hour later, maybe later this afternoon, maybe tomorrow, you decide to join us, then the price will be revised to 988. Okay, this is something that you must take note. It's a promotional price, so that do come in. Okay, all right. So now I'll share you something very interesting. All right, these are people who come on board even though they haven't joined the class yet. Okay, these are people who haven't joined it and they're already making good money. All right, this is how I create this. The moment you come in, you will be able to see my Telegram group chat and you will get all the calls from me. Now, later on, I'll show you a call that I gave yesterday in the morning. All the way, I followed through the call until this morning, 1 a.m. Let me show it to you. You'll be very impressed by that. So that this lady, Crystal, she's going to sign up. She signed up already for GM10, which is this coming workshop, all right? And she already made back $3,000 to $5,000 on her own. Yeah, just strictly following my signals that I provide via Telegram. This is really incredible, okay? This is people who are giving us the thumbs up. Okay, so let's take a look now what happened from the market yesterday. Let me bring it up. Okay, okay, so if you're joining me soon, okay, what happened is that tomorrow, I will be having a PSV session to talk about the major economic highlights, all right, for the 10th to 15th of August. I'll be covering Tesla, I'll be covering Amazon, I'll be covering US employment data, the NASDAQ, US, and gold, okay? Now, the thing is this, guys, I would like to share a little bit with you, okay? Now, why Amazon? You know that Jeff Bezos have just unloaded loads of these shares, right? You will be amazed, right? The thing is this, each time when he unloads shares, something really happened to the stock market. And I already summarized it for you. And this time around, the way he do it is very incredible because the prices that he sold in 5 different batches was all near the high at 3,100 to 3,200. But the problem is this. 1 week before he sell the shares, apparently it's right, many houses reiterate the buy call on it to as much as $4,000. So the question is this, what happened? So tomorrow, this MAO session for PSV members, you cannot miss it. It's going to be very, very entertaining, informative, and definitely will be quite good for trading on coming week itself, okay? So this is what happened yesterday, okay? As early as 8:14 a.m., okay, yesterday, while many traders, many experts were all calling for gold to buy, to trade higher, I actually advised my PSV members to sell. Okay, you can see that 7 August yesterday. Now people ask me, uptrend continuation? My reply was no. I said that it's time to sell off the gold. At 8:14 a.m., 8:14 a.m. Then what happened? By 11:08 a.m., that means about 3 hours later, I created a video that I do it every single day to highlight on gold and highlight on Dow Jones. Ask your friends who recommend you today, they will know that what I do every day. Every day I will do 3 videos. 2 videos that will send in the morning to talk about the gold and the Dow. Evening, I'll do the one more called the MAO online, which means I recap what happened the morning till afternoon, and then I forecast what will likely happen in the US market. So this is going to be 3 videos commitment every single day. And of course, you can see that 11:08, I already tell people that there is a possibility of a sell today. Now, for those who have this video, you can turn on this video again at 3 minutes and 3 seconds. I actually, 3 minutes, 3 seconds, I actually said this, there is a possibility that gold will pull back today. I actually gave that quote. And of course, when I was doing this, you can see that the prices is still there, okay, in the market. All right, incredible, was 2066. So 2070, I already tell people to get out. 2066, I tell people again to get out. And then by 7:40 p.m., just 1 hour before non-farm payroll, I reminded everybody that there is a strong possibility that gold will go down further to 2047. Now, by then itself, it's already 2052. Okay, then at 7:40 p.m., it was already 2052. So let me bring the chart a bit bigger for you. Let's take a look. You can see that this drawing was given. I draw there because the market has broke a KTR level. And I told you before, when the market breaks pivot 2, now our pivot 2 is very incredible. The moment this pivot 2 breaks, no matter what you tell me, no matter how bullish you are, no matter how oversold the situation is, you can only stick to one answer, sell. Don't care, sell the market, break the stops. Yeah, that's how you do it, okay? So what happened is I had this drawing and I placed this drawing, I said it will go down to 2047. That was already 7:40 p.m. Then of course, at about 10:05, we know that the non-farm payroll result came in, it was better than expected. Okay, gold came down a little bit more, okay, fine. But after that, gold rebounded, right? Gold recovered back to 2034. And what did I share with friends at 10:05 p.m.? I say that today, gold can go down some more. Now, gold from 2075, the high of the day, has fallen more than $40. Now, seriously, I went through forums. I saw a lot of people calling for buy already at 2030, 2040 because it's like overbought, oversold, right? The thing is this, I say no, there should be one more selling, one more. The number will be 2017. Now, of course, if you ask my PSV members, they will know that this 2017 number is a number that they also know how I arrive with it. Okay, so let me just do a check here itself. PSV members, how many of you noticed that I did mention 2017 yesterday? If you noticed that I did say this and you're my PSV student, would you mind key the word the number 2017 into the group chat so the rest of the people can also know that I'm not lying here itself. 2017, as long as you are my PSV student, you remember I say 2017, right? Yeah, please put it in. Okay, you can see the numbers of people coming in and chit-chatting. Now in this group chat, there are people who are my students, there are people who are new, all right? But you can see why would they want to bother to actually key the word 2017? It's not that I pay them, because this one is a drawing that I wrote and I post it to my Telegram group chat. Okay, Telegram group chat, you cannot delete away. So what happened? Gold broke below pivot 2, May C2017 area. And the thing is this was drawn, this picture was sent, so any student of mine will be able to see this. Now, I do not update as regularly to Trade the Voice. Well, Trade the Voice is a free portal. So of course, my own students, I'll take care of them. And if they say good stuff, I want them to benefit. So what happened? My God, by 1:43 a.m. this morning, gold has reached my target of 2017. And of course, I was not sleeping. I was still busy with the preview materials. And wow, I received so many messages. People who made money, look at the real prices they really made. They shorted, they made again. Some shorted as early in the morning. Some shorted in the mid-drift when they saw my message. They just said, Cal, I just trust you. Let's go for it. And this person made about $4,500 US, just like that, okay? And you can see that online people are just telling me, they are very amazed with the accuracy. Now, what is going to be more crazy is this. 2017 was a level that we targeted. But I also say this, if the 2017 hits but cannot go down further, it will rebound. It will rebound. And that was also mentioned again in the group chat. And also, it was mentioned in my teaching. So look for yourself, guys. Look at it. My God. After the gold hits from the high from here, 2064, this is whereby the non-farm payroll result came out, right? Non-farm payroll result came out. The gold came down first. Very fast, it rallied back to the opening price. Now, all the students know this. When the market hit the opening price and doesn't go through it, this is what we call a touch OP situation. And if it's a touch OP situation, come with a color change, yellow turns to red. No matter what you tell me, I'm a seller. And of course, I did say earlier, if the market breaks below pivot 2, no matter what you tell me, no matter how oversold the market is, you stay as a seller. You do not care whatever the market tells you. So if you follow through and you sell down all the way, oh my God, look at it. The gold really hit 2017. Now, after it hits there, look at it. Almost perfectly, it recovers. Now, this is the M15 chart. Look at the boys. The boys came in to buy. Now, they were selling, they were selling, they were selling. They were buying back some along the way. But the main gist of it, look at my KZ signal. It blinks, basically blink green, 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 like a flashlight. Keep on telling people that, hey, guys, we are about to recover. Yes, about to recover. And what happened? The color change came in. You must always follow the color change. And red turns to yellow, bang, that's it. The market recover. Oh my God. So you see, guys, this is really incredible. And this is yesterday's goal. I don't want to bring you goal that happened 2011, happened last month, last year. This is pointless. You want to give people the latest update. And we are always giving the latest update. That's why you can see me online still doing all this editing, through the night itself, because it's really incredible. All right, those who have followed through will have made money. I'm very sure of that. Okay, so this morning, Cynthia, one GM08 member, I never asked her anything. Out of nowhere, she posted this to the group chat. Now, there are 350 of us there. And she said this herself, very honest. Okay, she's not even our team member. She's just a regular student. And she said this, from 2nd of August to 7th of August, the 5 trading days, she has made a total of $6,951. Now, I'm not too sure, is this in Singapore dollar or US dollar? But even in Singapore dollar, 1 week makes 6,009. I think it's really amazing now, all right? It's really incredible. So guys, this is how you can do. And look at the size, it's not very big trading size, I think. Really decent for capital. All right, so this is what we have, real life sharing. So the thing is this, why I share those stuff is because today I want to introduce very powerful stuff to share with you. Okay, now the thing is this, I'm not too sure if you noticed, Hong Kong have shut down in a way. There's Australia, France, Spain, Germany, US in a way are all closing down, all right? So which means that what's happening is that, guys, if you do not put a tool right beside you, and if let's say, unfortunately, due to whatever reason, Singapore may need to shut down again, or maybe a small lockdown, then you don't have your job or your boss tell you to leave, you really need to reconsider your option, right? So today, I want you to think carefully. Now, whether or not you join me, it doesn't change my life, but it will change your life. That's more important, okay? Because if you know what I'm going to share you to do today, you will know exactly that what you are missing in your trading. Now, some of you are actually new traders. Some of you are actually very veteran traders. So I need to do a little check first. How many of you has never used RSI before? relative strength index. You have never used it before. Can you key RSI into the Zoom group chat, please? Never used before, huh? Never. Huh? Okay, that's about 8 of you guys there. And okay, very good. Thank you for your honesty. All right. Now, later on, I will be sharing with you this indicator called RSI. Because this indicator was the first indicator I used in my life. Okay, and I was very impressed by it. Very impressed because it's so simple, right? RSI hit 70 and above is overbought. RSI hit below 30 is oversold. It's so simple, right? And the example from the books that I read, oh my God, it's like so pinpoint accurate. So I began to manifest that, wow, how much money would I make if I just follow this thing called RSI? How many of you now, those who did not reply me, how many of you have used RSI? Can you tell me now, in terms of your perspective, what's the percentage of accuracy given to me now? Those who didn't write RSI earlier, you must have used it before. So can you give me, in your own perspective, how many percent is there in accuracy based on 0 to 100%, right? How accurate do you think RSI is in percentage form? Can you key to me now? Now remember, today preview is going to be like that. It's going to be a lot of interaction, a lot of talking. Will you learn something? You're not going to sit here and then do nothing and listen to me, because today there's no market outlook. It's a pure, in a way, like an online workshop. So I want everybody to participate so that we can actually see everybody's different views, right? This is very, very cool. Wow, we have a high of 60% from Angela. Fred say 50%. Peter Leong, wow, you say it's 80%. Wow, you must love it so much. Excellent. All right, the rest is 50, like Jojo. Shane, is it your name spelled it? So sorry if I spelled it, misread it. Okay, 40%. And oh, Helton, you are saying 20%. Oh my God, 20%? Are you sure? 25% says Satya, all right? Okay, guys, so, well, thank you for the contribution. So you can see this is how we interact, okay? A preview that interacts. The thing is this, I also thought that it was 80%. But as the years goes by, when I use it along the years, I realized that it doesn't make sense. Sometimes it makes money for me. Sometimes it's deadly accurate. But I realized that something happened, is that when the time when I need it to work, which means that when I'm progressively making money on a very regular scale, then suddenly that indicator will just fail on me. Do you realize that? Do you share the same feeling? That means that when you use RSI, it's accurate. It's accurate for a few times. Then suddenly it will just fail on us, as if that, you know, you may think that you are bad luck. You think that you are in a creepy position. Maybe there's some spirit behind me killing me, right? So the thing is this, I thought for the first time, maybe it's really my ass luck. Maybe I don't know the market. Maybe some news in the market, I missed it out. But over the years, I realized that it keep repeating. That is where I got my question in my head. And then I realized that, why didn't I thought of it? Why didn't I thought of this problem that I forgot? It's a maths answer. If you're an engineer today, you will love to hear this thing. If you like maths, you will love to hear this. Okay, let me show to you. Now, who are the big boys in the financial market? The same people who create this RSI. Yes, although the RSI indicator was created 70 years ago, but the thing is this, I believe that this how the boys manipulate these things is there. So I will share with you who are the big boys in the financial market. Okay, my perspective. My perspective. Then what are the common traps the boys use? The one of them is RSI. Okay. Now, of course, if you are a staunch believer of RSI, if I happen to say things that is offending to you, I'm so sorry. I say in advance, I apologize. Okay. I'm just sharing my personal view. Don't get me wrong. Then after that, I'll show you how the big boys come into this game and do all the fake move in the market using the conventional indicator like this stochastic. You will be shocked how they use stochastics, okay? And then after that, I will share with you all my turning points, my pivot trading that you can see for yourself live. And of course, I'll share with you my PSV Traders Happiness, okay? Now, don't forget itself, we are already at 10:40 a.m., right? The 1 hour promotional price will end in about 20 minutes. You need to SMS the word PSV to Susan. Once you do that, you lock down your price. You don't need to bother so much because we know that you lock down. Then throughout the day, you can make a payment and you can concentrate with me today. Okay, let's just continue. All right, So this is one of my favorite Wall Street movie. How many of you have watched this before? If you have watched this before, key the word The Big Short. The Big Short, yeah, The Big Short into the Zoom group chat. If you have watched this movie before, key the word The Big Short, okay, into the Zoom group chat. Let me see how many of you have watched it. Okay, we have Henry, we have Jason, Andrew, RH, Eric, Cole, Moose, Big Peter, Lerong. Okay, watching it. Wow, MCN, you also watch it. Okay, cool. All right. Now, this is a very good movie. Now, of course, I read the book too. Of course, there is some a little bit off, as usual, make it a bit more entertaining. But the content-wise is absolutely brilliant. Okay. Now, of course, I think the actor there was also good, fantastic. I mean, they were a very good actor. They really portrayed the character very well. Now, do note this. This is based on a true story. I repeat, it's really based on true story. Michael Burry itself is a real person. All right, so if you're on Netflix, I'm sure you are. Okay, most of you can go and key in The Big Short and watch it. It's lovely, very nice. Okay, all right. So this movie basically talks about what they did during the Lehman crisis, the CDO crisis, the mortgage bank securities crisis. So what actually happened is that this guy called Michael Burry, okay, he's a physician. Okay, for some interesting itself, right? He's a doctor. And he's an investor and a hedge fund manager at the same time. So he put on a lot of caps, right? So he basically has a hedge fund and they run it from 2000 to 2008. Now, the thing is this, he did it so well, very well. Like how well was he? Look. Michael Burry analysis on the thing was so good that he made himself $100 million US dollar. And he made for his investor more than 700 million. Okay, that's really a big earning. But the thing is this, the point is that because he did it so well, but a lot of people was very pissed with him because he actually, in a way, was a winner during the housing bubble. Now, being a short seller, I mean, he followed what the market is. He's selling the market. He didn't really create and cause the market to fall. But of course, people really, doesn't see that point. So in this case, he was shorting. Now, why do I bring up this thing here? Now, this is to me, the whole crux, the most highlighted point of the whole movie, okay, is this point, okay? Now, I'm not going to say some more because I don't want it to be let you enjoy the movie, but it's this part here. When they ask her, now she's supposed to basically be the S&P rating agency. Now, you know that S&P, Moody's, they will rate all whatever instrument in the market. And this rating is a very key bellwether report for a lot of investors. So of course, when they rate it downwards, it will cause a lot of stress and usually they'll be selling, right? So if they actually upgrade the rating of the instrument, normally the market, this particular instrument will go up. So the thing is this, now these gentlemen have been shorting the CDOs. But the problem is, despite the market is getting terrible, the rating agencies are still putting it at A++, okay? So the thing is that they went and asked. Now, after a lot of pushing and shoving, finally, she gave in. And she said this, oh my God, this is a real highlight. If we don't give them the rating, they will go to Moody's, right down the block. If we don't work with them, they will go to our competitors. Not our fault, simply the way the world works. You got it? So basically, it's all right. What they're trying to say is, okay, is that these agencies, they are not really portraying the real stuff. So now today, are we seeing the same thing? We have the non-farm payroll yesterday up by 1.4 million people. That's fantastic. But we're talking about the total job loss of 53 million people job loss. What is 1.4 for a month? Seriously? Okay, my God. So this is something that you must understand the numbers going on. So the thing is, I believe that what had happened back in 2009 is just repeating itself once again today. Now, FYI, I covered this story before. Back then, it's CDO crisis, right? Okay. We probably going to see a CLO crisis, a CLO. I'll cover this later part when I get more information on this. Not today, not next month. I will see how it goes. Because when I go on internet, I realized that I couldn't find anything on CLO much. Very interesting. Huh? So watch this movie and you understand my point. So what happened is that this is what happened recently, right? We all know that the market was recovering from Bloomberg. The MSCI indicator was all doing very well. Then suddenly in February, out of nowhere, whoop, the market came down. Now, of course, we know the catalyst was actually the coronavirus. But we all actually know that since September, we have already faced a problem. In September alone itself, right, we have already have this repo operation crisis, which means that the US banks were not able to facilitate, the credit market was not able to lend out money for themselves, which means that the money supply was so dry that people are paying crazy premium interest to borrow money. And that was whereby September, Federal Reserve came in and started to pump in the money into the market. And of course, once they pump in, of course, money works wonder. And obviously, all the market recovers strongly, right? We all notice that. Now, the thing is this. Why do I bring this up? Because Michael Burry has shorted again. Now, in fact, itself, Michael Burry in about December, January, February, he went in to short again in 2020. And again, he has profited very nicely. Now, my point is this. Now, there's two ways to look at it. One way is that you may think he's a genius and he's making good money. On the other way is because he realized that everything moves in patterns. So as long as you follow the pattern, it will work. So in this case itself, for this Big Short movie, it's all about patterns. It's all about patterns. And PSV is also all about patterns. So you can see what happened right here now. We bring you live to my PSV system on the S&P 500. So what happened is that on the 20th of February this year, oops, someone help me to draw an X there. Okay, don't worry, just don't draw anything, huh? Whoever's little girl drawing for me, just don't draw that. Thank you. So what happened is this. All right, the market was moving up nicely all the way. And on this interesting day, on the 20th of February, the PSV system suddenly turns red in color. S&P turned red. Then at that moment, then the KSI indicator, which means the big boys indicator, was still on the green side. Okay, so the color changed first, which means all of us saw the same thing. Then on the second day, the bar continued to stay red, but there's a news that popped up. There is a news that popped up. Let me bring you that news now. I remember that day very clearly. This news popped up. Let me bring it to you now. This news, remember? On the 21st February, okay, all right, CNBC, in a very small little paragraph at the right bottom of the article, US stocks were coming off a negative session driven by a sudden midday sell-off, which confounded traders and brought market back from previous record high. Now, I ask a question, what the hell do you mean by sudden midday sell-off? What does it mean? Think about it, what does it mean? Sell means sell. What do you mean by sudden? Demand supply rule. If there's more people selling, meaning someone selling. Now, who has the ability to sell big quantity? And apparently, you can see right now, we go back again, you can see the KSI indicator, my indicator, the boys indicator has turned to red in color. So now what happened? You have the perfect match. Red bar, red KSI. And what happened? Look at the S&P 500. It collapsed down from 3,300 all the way to 2,100. Now, I'm not saying that we will see a repeat of this, but I can guarantee one thing, we are seeing the same thing now is happening, whereby yellow bars, green KSI, no. What we are seeing now today is yellow bar, red KSI. This is something very important. Later on, I will share this with you. Traders, you must be careful. Something is wrong in the equation. And if you don't stand with the right people, you probably may be caught at the wrong side and get a lot of headwinds unnecessarily. Okay, this is my personal reason why today is not a market outlook, it's a preview, and I want you to learn together. So guys, look at it. When the boys are selling, you do not fight with them. Don't, never fight with them. But if the boys tell you that it's time to buy back, you buy back. Now this is daily chart, by the way. This is all daily chart movement, right? When the boys ask you to buy back, you follow through the action. So if you follow trade the boys, I did call for sell, and I also tell you guys to buy back your position in March. Remember that? The only sad thing is that we didn't buy a lot from the bottom because we thought that the market would sell down again. So that is a mistake that we did, but we learn from mistake, we make it better the next round. So we are now at the next round level. Okay, so remember that there's no such thing as midday selling. This is nonsense. They know. So who are the big boys? Before I show you my screen, right? In terms of big boys, financial market, investment banks, can you quote to me now some of the names that you know and you believe they are the big boys? Can you tell me? What are the names of the big boys in your opinion? What are the big boys' name? Can you key to me now? Anybody? Zoom group chat, just key in. Now we do this so that we can stay interactive and we also can learn from one another. We have the, well, I saw this. We have Donald Trump. Oh, you guys are funny. Okay, we have Goldman Sachs. Okay, Citadel, yes, Cardell, yes, correct. We have JP Morgan, Warren Buffett, banks, BlackRock, or Goldman Sachs, Deutsche Bank. 13 families. Wow. Okay. Rothschild. Wow. Okay, you guys are very imaginative. Rothschild again. Okay, I'm not sure what happened. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, let's see. Now, in terms of big boys, I also have my own list. My own list. We have Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan. Okay, all right. Of course, not Calvin. Okay, all right. Of course, I think, in my opinion, I think I share with some of you guys. I believe that this is one of the biggest guy. Now, Goldman Sachs, we always know this very well, is that whenever Goldman Sachs come out any report, you can ask anybody on the street. Naive new investors will believe because it's Goldman Sachs. But you've asked any veteran traders, seasoned traders, investors, when they see Goldman Sachs report, they always say this thing. What they do, you do opposite. It's like they never speak the truth in a way. And you realize this in US history, the last 30 years, most of the time the US treasuries are actually from Goldman Sachs. All right, it's very incredible. Well, Henry Chi, you actually gave a very good summary of there. Deutsche Bank, UBS, Citibank Group, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, HSBC. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so these are the big boys, which means they are the banks. Okay, pretty good. But how about individuals? How about individuals? Now, big boys, individuals, there are some of them. Here are my list. Anyone know who is this guy? Anyone know who is this guy? I want to see whether you know this. Anyone know who is this gentleman? He's not that popular in Singapore, that's for sure. All right, but he's definitely one of the very big time trader. Anyone? Ray Dalio? No. No. Soros? No. Oh gosh. Okay, you guys are just trying your luck, is it? Okay, this guy. Anybody? One more try. Yay! Well done, Jody. You got it right. His name is Paul Tudor Jones. Now, Paul Tudor Jones is one of the big boys in the market, a very big boy. Now, why do I say that? Why I bring him up this story? Because Paul Tudor Jones basically was a legend. In 1987, just 1 week before the stock market crash in 1987, he was on, I think he was on the financial channel. Okay? I can't remember the exact name, so I won't quote it now. He was being asked this question, how he sees the stock market. And apparently, he actually quoted, he said that within 2 weeks' time, there will be a big U-turn in the stock market. And that very day itself, 19 October, Monday, the stock market crashed down 22% in a single day itself. And he made so much money ever since then. Okay, that's Paul Tudor Jones. Now, why I bring him in again? Because he is also the only trader that was invited to the White House recently by Donald Trump. Yes, he was only one of the very few people invited to the White House, okay? So probably whatever he says in the market, you need to pay attention. Now, he was actually wrong, or he was actually right in a way. He was saying that the stock market will come down after hit the March low again. But the thing is this, that was what he said in May. But now May, June, July, the last 3 months, the market keep on going higher. So there's some speculation saying this. Actually, he bought a lot, and he purposely tell the world that he thinks the market will fall, so the whole world sell and he make money. Well, this is a big boys conspiracy. I'll leave it to you to decide. But the name is Paul Tudor Jones. Now, this guy, he is a Singaporean today. Yes, he's a Singapore PR. If you don't know him, let me tell you now. His name is, anyone? Jim Rogers, correct, sir. All right. Are there Chinese players? One guy asked me Chinese players. There are Chinese players. I'll come to this later. Okay. So this is Jim Rogers, right? He's a legendary sidekick of the legendary hedge fund manager George Soros. Okay. He is one of the guys. His words must pay attention to. Now, of course, this one everybody knows him. If you don't know him, come on, man. You probably live under a rock. Warren Buffett. Okay. All right. Indeed. Okay, I will not comment about that, whether following him will go on bankruptcy. Okay, But still, nonetheless, this is Warren Buffett. Now, who will be the one, the big thing one? Who will be this? Okay? This is the one. Yes, this is the guy, George Soros. Okay? Now, basically, if you ask me who is a bigger shark in this market, well, I'll point to this gentleman here. Now, basically, this book, this guy, I really am fascinated over him. He's my idol in terms of investment. His learning, his understanding is really way, way, way beyond. All right. And of course, if you are really a person who like to read books and you want to learn into financial mechanics, then I would still recommend you the book that is the toughest book to read in Wall Street, The Alchemy of Finance, okay, by George Soros. Now, this book is about 312 pages thick. And according to Wall Street, most people can't even cross the page one. Most people can't even cross page one. Not only the language is difficult to understand, but the way the interpretation, the way he tried to express is really mind-twisting. So if you are free and you like to read and you don't mind take this challenge, The Alchemy of Finance, okay, will be the book that you can read for, okay, from George Soros. Now, we saw the banks, we have seen the boys, in my opinion, but the question is this, are they really the big boys? Are they really the one really controlling the market? What do you think? What do you think? Who are controlling the world market? Okay, what do you think? So, I just saw some of you guys are writing and saying that there were all the ECBs and all the institutionals and stuff like that. I also believe in that. But of course, I'm going to go a little bit darker now, a little bit darker. Now, many years ago, I saw this article. And seriously, I was thinking a bit of bullshit here. But along the years, as I mature as a trader, right, I cannot help it but actually things that maybe, after so many movies, right, they exist. Yes, the 13 families. How many of you have heard this before? The 13 families. The 13 families that rule the world. How many of you heard before? Yes, if you have yes, would you mind hit the word yes? Wow, I see somebody have put the link there. Rothschild. Family controls world money supply. Here's the truth. Wow. Okay. Now the thing is this: I'm a big lover of conspiracy theory. I love the Dan Brown books. I love all this funny thing stuff. I always believe this. So let me bring it to you guys. Watch it for take a read now. This is the thing here. Now, if you think there's only 13 families, you may not be actually right in a way. But look at it. This is a graphic that was taken from the internet. So apparently, we are all here. We're all the common folks here. You know, we're all here. We're all here, okay? And you can see that all the social media, all the so-called schools of thoughts are here. Then this is our government, the world population, and religion is just only slightly higher than us, okay? But the world corporations, wow, look at it. All the big are there. Then on top of them are actually the governments, the real governments, okay? That take care of our taxation, our interest, our bank, our savings. Then we'll have the real think tank, the round table. All right, so you can see that itself. And apparently they are saying that there's a committee of 300, the world richest, most powerful sub-families, okay? Well, on top of them is the council, the Crown Council of 13. And right above them, that is the world monarch. And right on top of them, well, this is the one that you know, right? The scary eye, okay? So how many of you believe in this thing itself? Let me know. If you believe in this, key the word believe, B-E-L-I-E-V-E. All right, let me see how many of you believe in that. Wow, so many of you believe in this, okay? The dark web, indeed, wow, okay? Now, my personal opinion is that, well, put it this way. I believe because to me, right, certain things just keep on repeating on a regular basis. Keep on repeating. And it comes to a point of ridiculous. Right? So that's why I do believe something like that. But I cannot be actually saying this online. Okay, so I will not want to go further. So now the thing is this, we have this part here, there is the 13 families. I'm not too sure how it goes around, but I did a little bit of research for you, okay? Okay, all right. The US dollar have the I, of course we know that. Okay, so this is John Rockefeller. In 1982, he set up the first investment management business designed to run a single family fund. Now this is him, the real guy. in 1882. It's a very long picture. I took it out from the article, okay? Then, of course, there were 13 families. Okay, I will not go into them, but undeniable, one of the family is very interesting. One of the family is a Chinese family, and the surname is very unique because as long as you're Singaporean, this particular surname, in a way, technically represents Singapore. I cannot go there further already. Okay, so apparently there are 13 families according to this article. That we have the Rothschild family, we have also the Rockefeller family. There's also a particular Chinese surname family. Okay, so this one, Google it up, you know what I meant. Okay, very interesting. Now the thing is this. This is the one that basically makes everybody ponder for a moment, because all this you can just make it up, and because they are rich, that's why you label them. But this is actually a memoir. Actually, was authorized by David Rockefeller. Okay, now read what it says there. Some even believe we are part of a secret cabal working against the best interest of the United States, categorizing my families and me as internationalists and conspiring with others around the world to build a more integrated global political and economic structure. Okay? The thing is this, one world is the word. You can always hear that, one world. You always hear this in the market. All right? The New World Order, okay? Now, if that's the charge, I stand guilty. Oh my God. And I'm proud of it. Now, this is the statement that rocks the market, because, I mean, initially when we look at this, people, when you say all these things we are talking about, he's trying to bring himself away. But when he actually said this in his own memoir, it basically tells that he actually accepted it there. He actually accepted it. So whether you see it as a form of as a mistake, or is it real, I'll leave it to you to decide. But this is something very incredible, okay? Now, there is a very, very interesting story before we go deeper. I want to share this with you. Let you go and think about it. Now, do you know which year the US Federal Reserve was being created? Do you know which year was that? Which year was US Federal Reserve created? Anybody can tell me. Which year did US Federal Reserve was being created? Which year was that? Anybody? See that you know history well? Anybody? You can Google now if you want to. 1926, are you sure? Rockefeller year? What do you mean Rockefeller year? Okay, after World War II? Nope, that's for sure, nope. Okay, I got the number already. Yes, it's Ryan Go and Yu Ming. All right, the year itself is actually in 1913/14. All right, now, do you know which year did this did Titanic sunk? Anybody? Do you know which year did Titanic sunk? The ship hit the iceberg, right? Yeah, the famous story where Leonardo DiCaprio became world international level. Which year was that? Okay. Wow, Jason, how you know? Why you know? You know that you were there? Okay, now this is a very interesting conspiracy theory that you can go and look at it. It's very interesting. Okay, apparently itself, when the US Federal Reserve, this concept was born in 1911. Apparently itself, right, that time the richest men were not these people, were not them. There were some other people who are really, really rich. And then when they were being asked this question itself, right, to create a central bank for like a loan so that they can actually facilitate loans to the America, this country, apparently itself, right, the richest man on earth say no. He said, cannot, this is dangerous. If we ever do that, that will control the entire world demand and supply. So it was a very no thing, right? He was basically, he and the top two richest men on earth say no. Okay, so since the guy say no, then just forget it. Very interesting in this story was that the year itself, 1912, that was where Titanic was up to his so-called, Mrs. Maiden so-called voyage. And obviously, these three gentlemen were invited to the Titanic. But the crux of this is that there's someone invited them go, but that someone did not join in the ship. That means that someone rich, powerful, invited the three richest men to go up to the ship, And the guy himself never went. And of course, the story, we know that what happened. The Titanic sank, and unfortunately, the 3 richest men perished on the ship. And interestingly, after 2 years later, the Federal Reserve was born. So how about this story? Well, all I can tell you this, in my life until today, I never believed 9/11 is done by the terrorists. That's my point. Because it doesn't make any sense for any building to come down 10 meters per second. There's only one thing that comes down 10 meters per second is always the gravity, the law of gravity. So the thing is this, I don't believe in that. So all I can say is this, the big boys does play a very big part, a very intriguing part. And of course, if we're going to put into real life story, that's why I put George Soros the last person, because this guy is the one that broke the Bank of England in 1992, the ERM crisis. Now, what happened is that if you know, you have been in the market for many years, you will know this thing. Now, by then, I was still a young little boy. I know nuts about this, but this story really intrigued me. Because George Soros, see, that very young man, very young. All right, he basically is, right, single-handedly, in a way, motivated speculators around the whole world to short the cable, which is the pound. And of course, the rational reason was because the pound was involved in the ERM mechanism. And of course, when he failed to hold, the sterling was suspended from the ERM, the pound collapsed. Now, of course, that day itself, this George Soros made $1 billion. Now, back then in 1992, $1 billion is a lot of money. But today, it's almost like a little bit of loose change to some of the billionaires already. Okay, so what is that happening? That is what happened for George Soros. He single-handedly broke the Bank of England in a way. Then after that, in 1997, okay, you can see that in the financial earthquake devastating the Asia economy, the Hong Kong SAR basically came in to hard fought the battle against the Hong Kong dollar and the Hong Kong index against speculative attacks by American billionaire investor George Soros. Now, this is again from the internet, and we all know that in 1997, we have this big problem. And again, one of the biggest headache for most of the government was this guy called George Soros. Okay, remember that? So what I'm trying to say here is that, right, the big boys do have a bit of hand in almost everything. Now, they could be the puppets, they could be the real bill, we will never know, all right? All I can say is this, big boys do have a hand in the financial market. So we know this very well. How many of you still remember this auntie, this famous auntie, where her picture was on the Sunday Times? I managed to find out for you, remember that? Where 10,000 of us saw 500 million just gone like that, because of all the notes from Lehman crisis. Okay, so what happened is that money were lost. Okay, but that make people rich. Now this guy, if anybody knows him, is John Paulson. Now John Paulson started with being an analyst, but he saw the little breakthrough. He began as a hedge fund again. In 2006, he began to short the market. Right, he was the same standard with Michael Burry, but he was much higher in terms of the volume that he executed. And of course, you can see he shorted Freddie Mac like no business. He shorted very heavily. And of course, you can see how much money he made. He shorted so much that, you know, when the market came down, right, he made almost $25 billion. Now, so if George Soros made $1 billion, was already a big thing in 1992, think about John Paulson. He made $25 billion, $25 billion just during this crisis. And again, he was one of the key people that people was looking at that, okay? So I'm showing you all this is because I want to tell you that the big boys really had a hand. So now let's come to something closer recently. Remember this particular, what they call Wall Street 2020 price target? Now, these are all the firms that basically calls on the S&P. They were looking at 3,300, 3,400, most of them. Some was crazy at 3,006 by Jeffrey Research, all right, things like that, okay? So basically, the time the article, almost anybody, all the big boys, you can name it, everyone was so bullish on the S&P 500. Remember that? That was in January and February. So what happened, my friends? Take a look. That's what my point. Those guys on Wall Street was so bullish that it basically makes anyone and everyone to buy. And what happened in the real world is they actually are the one who sell. You got my point, my friends? So what I'm trying to explain to you is that the big boys has a great hand in a lot of things. And if you do not have the incentive or the benefits of knowing the big boys, you will most likely be hit by the boys. And you can see it happen on a very regular basis. So regular that it just keep on repeating. So now I'm sharing with you, dear all. I'm seeing this happening again. Tomorrow during this weekend MAO, I will show you my chart and you must take note. Now, I'm not saying that there will be a crash. Please do not quote me. I'm just telling you that you must be very, very careful as we move along the next few weeks or so. This is no joke, because now we can see things are really happening. Now, we don't see all this on our national papers because it's really not very nice, but you must know the truth that how you fight for your life. And of course, there'll still be people making money off it. So like Bill Ackman, he has made $2.6 billion recently because he bet on the stock market, okay, to go down. And then after that, he bet again the market to go up, and now he made both sides money. My God, this is Bill Ackman, okay? All right, so what I'm trying to tell you this is that the billionaires are really doing a lot of waves in the market. And if you don't know what they are doing, you're gonna get shitload of problem, all right? So that is my point of sharing you the big boys, okay? You got an idea now? So the big boys in my system itself has the KSI indicator. Now let's go to the second segment of today's sharing. Now, why do I think the problem lies in? Now, how did the boys communicate with us? Now, basically, the boys did communicate with us. And in my opinion itself, right, this is the reason. Now, how many of you have read any of these books here? How many of you read any of these books here? Anyone? How many of you read any of this book here? All right, nope. Chris, you read, okay? All right. Now, John Murphy book, this one, 1986. Jack Swagger, this one, okay? Thomas Bukowski, sorry, I don't know him. Martin J. Pring, I had his book. So all these 4 books itself, right? These are the top 4 books for technical analysis. Yeah, Martin J. Pring, right? John Murphy, I think we all know him. Now, maybe this 4, you don't have it. How about this? Now, how about this? I prepare all for you guys. Now, here are all the available technical books, okay? I have some of them. I have volume analysis, William J. O'Donnell, Japanese Candlestick by Steve Niso. We have a few more, right? I quite a few of them. The thing is this, well, why do I want to bring them up? Now, I'm not advocating, I'm not selling the books to you, but what I'm trying to tell you this is that there's so many of them writing the same book, writing the same context. And basically, do you realize that most of them come from which country? Which country do you think most of them came from? Or even reside in which country? Which means that they are now rich and they are in one particular country residing there, right, and making money from the market. Okay, so I think you have key to answer yourself. Okay, I will not go into that. It's dangerous. Big brother is watching. So the thing is, now, if we go back again, all the way, that's on the 13 families. Now, the particular logo that is on top, at the top of the graph, this particular logo, where have you seen it before? On which particular currency? I think the answer is also pretty clear. So my point is this. If I want to make everybody react and do the same thing, one way is to contaminate the water source. Now, of course, we don't drink water to get ourselves knowledgeable. The water source in this case is obviously books. Books, yeah, books. So the books, as long as they educate you in a similar fashion, all of us will behave in the same way. Do you agree with this statement? If you agree with this statement, key the word agree. Okay, if you disagree, just key the word disagree. No problem, all right? Okay, excellent. I see a lot of agree, all right? So if you agree with me, now let me bring you this journey up. Yes, we have to be very discerning about what we read, that's for sure. And a lot of books and media really plays a part of influencing us. So now, if you have read some of the books, you will know this thing called doji. Now, if you don't know what is doji, don't worry, take a read, okay? Take a read. Now, doji is a name of a session of a candlestick for security, where the opening and closing happen to be virtually equal to one another, meaning like this, like a cross. That means the opening price and the closing price is very near one another, okay? Now, usually when you see a doji, it means that there will be a potential reversal, okay, under the technical analysis. All right, a doji in Japanese, it means blunder or mistake, or it means that, right, something is going to happen. Because when you make a mistake, something will happen to you, right? But you make a mistake when you're young, your father, mother will, you know, if you make a mistake in life, the law will do this to you. So all my point is this. Doji is what is in this definition. How does it look like? It looks like this. Let's take a look. Now, doji, there are a few of them. It's like the gravestone doji, whereby you look like a, like a tombstone. Now, the long leg doji is whereby both sides are long. And this dragonfly doji, whereby the tail is very long. So there are 3 types of doji. I repeat, gravestone, long leg, and dragonfly. Now, of course, today we are not talking about this thing here. I'm not going to make you go into this. But I want you to understand this, is that when you see doji, it's time for you to make money. Now, how about that? How many of you would like to make money soon and so prompt that you really can do it without me being with you around? But of course, if I'm around with you, you'll definitely make even more money. How about that? Oh, want to try it? Okay, let's try it then. Let's take a look, all right? All right, now before I go into that, I need to bring in one more friend in. This one is this thing called RSI, okay, RSI. Now, the RSI is a momentum indicator that uses technical analysis using a formula. Now, basically, it's in short, it's an oscillator. This oscillator has 2 key extreme points, okay, or areas or portion, okay? The reading is 0 to 100, but you don't really see 0, you don't see 100, okay? And this is created by J. Wells Wilder Jr. back in 1978, okay? That means this RSI is in the market for more than 42 years, okay? 42 years, in a new concept of technical analysis. So we all know that, right? If the value of the RSI is above 70, it's considered overbought. So the price has to come down. Now, if the price is at 30 and below, that means that it's oversold and likely the chance the market will rebound. This one all clear, right? Pretty straightforward, huh? Okay. Now, we need to put these 2 things together, doji and RSI together. Okay, this is where the fun begins. Now, again, I say this, guys. What I'm going to share next itself may not be very comfortable to some people. If I happen to offend you, or I basically disregard your own learnings, please accept my humble apology, because I don't create enemies, but I want to share real facts and figures with everybody. And as a trader, you must know one thing, everybody, is that there's no friends. Serious. That's why I tell my PSV families here, I tell them, look, if the signal call for buy and you sell, you will versus us. Simple as that. If the signal call for buy, you sell and we buy, yes, that means we're going to fight with one another. So the thing is this, all right, we must know how the boys play this game. And the boys are pretty dirty. Let me show it to you. Now, this is one of the very normal chart you will see on all the textbook, which basically tells you all the amazing part. The RSI hits 70, the market will come down. Wow. If the market hits 70, it will come down. Wow. If the RSI hit 30, wow, you go up. You see, this is what the wow factor the boys want you to learn. And I can tell you this, you don't believe me, you go to your friend, any friend, and ask them this question. Hey, are you a stock trader? Are you a trader? And you say, yes. Do you know RSI? They'll say, yes. Okay, if this XYZ company, the RSI reading is at 75, sell or buy? I can guarantee you this, your friend will say sell. If the RSI rating is now at 25, buy or sell, your friend will say buy. But you notice this, they never ask you what counter is that. They never tell you, they never ask you what share is this, but straight away in their mind, it's immediate. 30% and below is a buy, 70% and above is a sell. You realize that? I'm sure even you yourself feel that way. Am I right? Now that is where the boys manipulate your mind. Now remember earlier itself, I did share with you. Most of us use RSI and it works and it works and it works. But very interesting, the moment it doesn't work is usually the day whereby I have my biggest position. Do you agree with me? That means that because you worked the first time, you worked the second time, you worked the third time, you will basically have more and more capital because of the profits that you generated. And obviously, the fourth time comes in, what will you do? How many of you will do a small portion of the capital to trade versus most of you will likely be putting everything in and go for the big one? So how many of you will do the first one? How many will do the second one? Tell me now on the Zoom group chat. First or second? First one is still, even you make money, you still take a small portion to play. The second one is you basically have made money. The fourth time, you all in. Wow, okay, we have people who, first one by Chris, Liu Tiu, you say, Tiu San, you say all in. Okay, some of you the first one, all in better, bigger. Okay, all right, so we have some of you actually saying that most of you in fact say you do number one. Now, I'm not too sure about this, my friends. If you chose the number one, you're probably the really minority in the majority of the people who lose money in the market. Because I've been teaching for 20 years, I know that the possibility of the first one is so little people. The people, majority of us, including myself, we are all, guilty for the second one. And that's the worst thing. And that is where the boys are waiting. Now, there is this saying in the market, right? The sheeps in a farm, every day looking left, looking right, looking out for the wolf, the foxes to prevent being eaten. And they are very happy every day because they are fed by their owner. But they never remember that while they are afraid of the fox, the wolves, but the final person that put them on the plate is the person that fed them. Can you understand my part here? I know it sounds a little bit dark, but it is the truth. Do you believe in that? So think about this, my friends. If RSI has been created for 42 years and it's so simple, once it's overbought, you sell. Once it's oversold, you buy. And if it's so simple, then why do we need to bring our kids to school? Why do we need to be educated? We just basically do RSI trading, we'll be the richest man on earth. Precisely because the boys has laid this trap for us. So let me show to you now live how they get it done to us. Now look at this. This is the Dow Jones chart, day chart. Now look at the doji. Look at the doji. Now how many dojis are there? There are many dojis across the board. But to the point that almost periodically, every 5-6 days, there will be a doji. Now this lesson, you must listen to me and listen to me good. Now I did a back test for you. We may not notice this, but it is real. Every month there are 22 trading days. 22, right? Right? 22, not 20. 20 is wrong. 22 to be precise. I noticed that, right, over the years, I realized that every month of 22 trading days, there are about 3 to 4 doji every single month. So let's do the maths then. If it's 4 dojis in a month, 22 divided by 4 means what? Every 5.5 days, there will be a doji. Now, think about this. So what does it do with me? Now, I want everybody to look at the doji and then look at the day after the doji. Look at it myself. Look at the day, the doji, and look the day after the doji. Do you notice something incredible? Is that the next day, usually either the market have a big sell-off or a big rally. Do you notice that? Do you find it intriguing? Now, you say, okay, I got an idea now. Doji, okay, I'll be trading. Nope. Most likely you'll be slaughtered. How can that be? Let me show you now. How could you be slaughtered? Okay? Remember, slowly, everybody. So I'm going to bring you a real life case that happened recently. A real life case happened recently, right? Now, on this very day, this is the Dow Jones, right? Dow Jones came down, the famous chopstick pair, the 2 doji recently, okay? Now what happened is that on this day, the doji formulated, and I have a friend of mine contacted me on the site. Hey, Cal, what should we do tomorrow? Now I know that he is not my PSV student, and he basically has his own train of thoughts, own trading stuff. So I told him, bro, doji day, tomorrow likely is a directional day. You must be careful. Okay, so let's see what happened on his own screen. Okay, now on his own screen, you can see that the market started this day, go down all the way, and then after that, for some interesting reason, it went back up again. So the opening and the closing is about the same. That formulated the doji. All right. But what the boys are doing, in my opinion, is what I consider is as reshuffling of the cards. Reshufflings of the cards. Now, it's a maths equation. You think about this. The RSI indicator itself have been forming very nice curves. Once you hit the high, you come down. Once you hit the low, it will go up. And of course, it's based on the market, so it looks perfect, right? But mathematically, if I actually make the number here and here, okay, identical, creating the doji, obviously in price action, what I actually did was that I just basically clear every trader's platform and make every trader do the same thing. Do you believe in that? The big boys conspiracy. I know that you never probably heard this before. I know after this video, many of you will think that I'm bullshitting, I'm crazy, man. But I have proven this so many, many times. Okay? Let me show it to you now. I ask you a question now. Follow my mouse. Follow my mouse. The next day, the market opens. As you can see, this is the RSI reading. All right, you can see it's pretty sideways. It doesn't move much all the way, right? Now, the moment it reaches here, the RSI is at 70. Tell me, as a trader, sell or buy? Come on, everybody, let's try it together. When the RSI hit this level, sell or buy? Tell me. Come on, tell me. Sell or buy? Come on. Everybody, sell or buy? Now, you must be real, because today is not only a preview, it's a lesson, and you will love it, because the next time you see this in just a few more days, you're going to enjoy this session. I never did it before live in the market. This is the first time I'm doing this. You will really love this. Okay, yes, you will sell. Yes. So what happened? Take a look. My God, you will sell. Now, most likely, what will you do next? I can guarantee you this. Everyone will now take the highest point, put a line there, and tell me, okay, this is a double top. If the market hits here, I will sell the market. Now, look at it. If you are shorted on that moment, you are finished. And what happened? Oh my God, it keep going higher, keep going higher. Now, how many of you have this type of life experience before? After you shorted, then for some reason, it came down a little bit, and you're getting very happy, and you think that, okay, yes, I got it right finally. I'm not at break even, but I believe you'll come down. Then what happened? Suddenly, the market will have its own understanding and break your stop loss, and you'll be cursing, swearing, shouting on your horn phone, on your laptop. How many of you are guilty in this? Say I. Okay, that means that you shorted and you believe that and you really did it. And you curse and swear that some idiots are killing you. And it's not yourself. And it's not yourself. Because your indicator is at overbought region. Shouldn't be, cannot, don't come down. You believe in that, correct or not? So what happened? You short again. And again, for some reason, after a while, the market go up again. And you got hit again. Oh my God. And you think I'm unlucky, I'm jinxed, I should never trade, I should give up, I should chop my hands. How many of you has this experience before? Now, this is what I meant. Now, it's a mathematic rule. Think back once again, okay? What the boys did was they basically did a doji. That this doji will basically refresh everybody's indicator to the zero marker. And the moment your RSI is being pushed up by the price, it will reach the overbought region very fast. And what will you do? As you said yourself, you will definitely sell the market. And the boys will purposely bring the price down a little bit and let you think you are right. Before you know it, they will kill you. Now, I want you to watch this, guys. A lot of trainers never say this before. Probably they know, they don't tell you, or they don't even know. Let me show you something very critical. Look at this. If I ask you a question, everybody, look here. Look here. Now, this is A. Now, if you are shorted at A, where will you put your stop loss? B or even C, somewhere, don't know where in the world. How many of you will put a stop loss at B? If you yes, key the word B there. If you think you put a C, don't know where the level is, you key C there. How many of you will put at B? That means your stop loss will be put here. I'm sure your stop loss will put there, right? Because you think to yourself, look, I sell at the high, I sell now. If I'm wrong, I cut loss at B. But now I tell you the secret, how devilish they are. Now look carefully at the candle that break your B. I can guarantee you this. It's always a big fat candle that will burst your stop. It's always the big fat candle that will burst your stop. Now you say, my God, how come my stop is being triggered? It's always like that. Now I ask you now, who has the ability to be stupid enough to buy here with a big, massive order? Who has the ability, who is stupid enough to buy at a high level and break the all-time high for today? Of course, it has to be the boys. Only the boys has the power to do this. And you can see every time that breaks you, it always will be the big boys. Always. So now you understand the game here. What am I trying to lead you on? I'm trying to tell you this, my friends. Doji happen every 5.5 days once on average. So which means every month you have 4 times to be killed by them. 4 times. Now you understand why you make money on the day 1, 2, 3. By the 4th day, the knife come down, you are finished. This is why you don't make money. I've been asking a lot of people this question. Why they don't make money in the market? Then I realized this, they actually make money. Most of us make money in the market, but it's always the last trade that kills us. And it's not our fault. It's these people's fault. Like it or not, it's there. Now you say, Kel, I'm a veteran trader. I wouldn't make my mistake like this. Don't bullshit with me. Go back and think back. The day that you lose money is a day whereby you traded the most. It's a day whereby you long, the market go against you, and you don't cut your losses. The day that you don't cut your losses is the day that you kill you the most. Agreed. If you tell me, no, Cal, different, okay, then we are at a different level. I apologize, then you can move on already. But I'm going to tell you this. A trainer for 20 years, I train more than 10,000 people. I know that this is a common mistake because I have made the same bloody mistake. Okay? You don't have trainers so real and so live telling you this. I made that mistake and I realized it's a kick in the ass. So that's the reason why I coach people now, so many people online, to serve as a reminder to make everybody trade the same way, as a reminder. So now I ask you this, everybody look at this one now. Now it's not cherry picking, I'm just showing you charts that is real, okay? All right? Yes, even myself, I do this type of stupid mistake, I'm human, okay? So you look at this doji day, perfect doji, wow, opening, closing, superb. Then what you do, right? The same thing will happen, look at it. When the market will start, it will always be very flat. I tell you this, the day the boys will kill you, the morning itself will be very flat on. I guarantee you this. The morning will be very flat. That means what they do is, when the doji day phenomenon come in, on the directional day, the market will be very flat. It won't move. Why? It's a math equation. The longer you drag in the middle, the mathematics from yesterday doji to today's directional day will start to tabulate. You understand? 14 parameters. Okay? So there will be a point that it will basically trigger. And then what is happening? You can see now, you see for yourself. On this day, the NASDAQ came down. Okay? And do you know what day is this? The 24th of July. So what happened? The NASDAQ came down, right? Now, traditionally, if you basically buy this, imagine you buy this one, you buy here, where your stop loss will be. If you buy there itself, where's your stop loss? Your stop loss will sure be put here, right? And I tell you, what will happen? I tell you before, the one that will kill you is always a big fat candle. So if you are on the other side, the one that kill you will always be a big flat black candle. Can you understand that? And that is how they do it. So what happened is, if you went to buy in, what happened? Right, you will have a little bit of rebound, usually the case. So you see oversold, right? there will be some rebound. And if you go and buy there, now ask me where the stop loss, you will sure put it here, correct? And I tell you, the one that kill you is always a black candle, big flat one. Yes, so imagine you keep on buying because the indicator is oversold, you keep on buying, you die. You really get smacked by them. So now, my friends, you have never seen this before, right? No one shared this secret with you because everybody hush, quiet. But go back home today, later after this session today, go and check all the doji day. Check for yourself. You will be very surprised with this. Incredible sharing, right? All right. If you like my sharing itself at this moment, key the word awesome for me, please, if you like it. AWESOME. Okay, if you like it, okay, key the word awesome. Thank you. Wow. So many of you. Thank you so much. Now, the question is how to counteract this. All right, how to counteract this. Let me ask you guys a question, everybody. Are you sick and tired of always be on the chopping board? Which means that, you know, when you buy something, the boys kills you. You hate this feeling, right? How about turning the other way around? Would you mind to be the boys? Which means that, do you mind triggering the stop loss of someone? Now, this is a very ugly thing to do, but you cannot deny that this is a real factual thing that repeats on a daily schedule. If you don't mind, key the word don't mind in the group chat now. Because if you mind, you need to leave now. Because I don't want to share this with you, this secret, and then what happened? You will be offended. You may be upset. You may be like, wow, this guy is teaching me bad stuff. Okay, if you key the word don't mind, I will show you what you should do. If you mind, you can leave now. Okay, because this is scary. Okay, this is going to be scary. Okay, all right. I see more than 25 people all keying don't mind. If you don't mind, let's do it then. Now, this is what you see on my chart. Now, that means that the day before, we know that it's a doji day. Now, we will never know which direction the boys will take. So remember this, number one rule. Never, never, never predict the boys' next day movement. You will never know which side they want to go. Never. Yeah, they won't tell you. They won't tell you. But once you know where they are, how do we know? Look at it. Look at it. Once they start the engine by going to one particular direction, you will also notice that my indicator has turned color at the same time. So, which means that if my indicator has turned red, that means today you must be a seller. Today you must be a seller. And you will sell and break stops, sell and break stops, sell and break stops. You must be that type of trader. You will go in to break the stops of the people. You will follow through like an army and go for the kill. And how the kill will be? Usually it will be very rewarding. Now, I'm not trying to sway you to let you think that way, but you can do your own due diligence. You don't need to follow me, but I'm telling you this, okay? If you have the big boys indicator in your hand, you will know when to enter the market. When the big boys are selling, you know that you are safe, you can go for the kill. When the boys are selling, you know that they will not be so happy with this profit, they will go for more. Until you see them coming in, then you stop your exercise. This is what I want to lead you guys. Now, my indicator itself can do this. You can put your conventional indicator right beside you, and you put them side by side. You do not need to use mine as its whole. If you want to combine this, the conventional, and you combine mine together side by side, I'm very sure you're going to make money very soon. Because the mathematics is every 5.5 days, there will be a doji. Yes, do your maths, do your charting. Play with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, and wife on the side. You will be shocked by the result. This is the very ugly truth. The boys does it, and they don't tell you. They don't. So you can see that the last one, when the Dow Jones was up, you can see once the market goes up, the indicator is yellow color. No matter what your friend tells you, you stay as a buyer. Which means that once you see it's yellow in color, you just stay as a buyer. If the boys are buying, you just go with the flow. Now, what is going to be amazing is when the market comes down, right? and you notice that the boys are still buying because the day before was a doji day, you will go in to buy and go for the kill because the boys are going to basically help you along. You must trade with the boys. You do not fight the boys. You mustn't fight with them, especially on doji directional day. Doji, next day directional. Now, what's the chance of having two doji? It is possible, as we saw last week, two doji side by side. Okay, but don't worry. Even they have two doji, we may lose some money on that day. We will still make the money the next day because it's very clear and blatant. The day after the doji day, the directional day is a lot. So as long as we do proper risk management, we can make back the money and even more the next day. That's the reason why you understand more and more people are joining me on board because I can show them live example. And again, you can do it all on your own, okay? So guys, love it? Well, I got one more to go before the session ends. All right, is how the big boys control the market. All right, now because now I was late by 10 minutes to settle my boy problem, so the session will end about 12:10 today to 12:15. Okay, and I know that you are really hyped up by this sharing. I know you enjoy it very much. Let's continue, all right? Now, these two gentlemen come from the same broker. Two of them have different feeling. Some of them say the sky is falling, that's why I sell. But someone say the sky is falling, it's time to buy. So I'm not too sure which side are you on, but I'm quite sure of this, is that currently now everybody wants the bull there. And I know Donald Trump really needs the bull because only with the bull market, he can probably retain his presidential election status, okay? So now why do I bring this along this picture? Now I learned Doji already from Kim Calvin. Anything else you can share with me? Of course, let's take a look now. Now our PSV belief is this: boys creates market, PSV tracks the boys, we individual follow PSV. No, so what does it mean? That means that the big boys, they create this market. So as long as we use PSV to track the boys, we will follow it and we will know what the boys wants to do. You get my point? So PSV system is something unique. It's just a system that literally bear hug, piggyback the boys. And whatever the boys do, no matter how hard they shake us, as long as we believe in what we are seeing, we will not be shaken. So let me show you now with stochastic. I know some of you are stochastic fans. How many of you are stochastic fans? Can you key the word stochastic for me? If you are a stochastic fan, please key the word stochastic for me. Are you a stochastic fan? Are you a stochastic user? Okay, we have Brian. If you're a stochastic user, how about the rest? Which counter the boys will be playing? I wouldn't know, my friend. I would never know. Okay, all right, we have a few now. Andrew, also a stochastic user. Okay, so you guys are stochastic users. Let's take a look, shall we? Now, look at the price right here, okay? Look at the price. The price is going up. So obviously, the stochastic will also go up. That is a natural process of an indicator. Nothing wrong. But do you notice something? Do you notice that the KSI now is red in color? Do you notice that my KSI is red in color? Now, remember this, I told you before, if the KSI is red in color, the boys are selling. If the boys are selling, what must I do? Now, what if I notice that, you can see this, the low of each bar is going higher, but the KSI is going down. So which means that this is a very clear divergence between the market. And whenever I see this, when the market is going up, higher low formation, but the stochastic, the KSI is red in color, I know that the moment the market breaks only, it's always a good sell. It's always a good sell. So conventional traders, they are buying, and that is what I want. When conventional traders are buying, that means it's time, the boys is about to go for the kill. You understand? So if you are able to understand what I just say, you will notice that in the fixed yield drawing, you will see the same thing repeating on its own. Now take a look right here. This is the Dow Jones recently, again on the 5th of August, just a few days ago. Look at it. The stochastic was pointing downwards because the price was coming down, natural process. But look at my KSI. My KSI is what color? It's green in color. So which means that you shouldn't be looking to sell, but looking to buy. And if you are buying, you have made more money than you sell. You got it? You need to know the boys where their position is. The boys' job is to create these type of indicators to let you think it's coming down. That's why if the boys say that gold is going to come down yesterday, many people were very upset with me. Some people even scolded me for being stupid. Some people say that I'm not following the trend. But I saw what I need to see. I know that the boys are unloading, and that is the reason why we got out. And that is what is happening, right? You really need to follow. So this is on FTSE. Yes, my indicator works across the board. Across the board. Look at FTSE. Now, FTSE, the stochastic was going upwards, right? Downwards, sorry. Upwards first, then coming downwards, right? Look at the stochastic. Look at the bar. Oh my God, this is the day chart bar, M15 bar. The price is coming down. But look at it. My indicator is green. Now, look at it, my friend. Not, you can see right here itself. When it's red, it's red. It's green, it's green. I mean, when its market is going up, it's green. When it's coming down, it's red. That is normal. But when you are coming down and the KSI is green, that is not normal, because no market indicator behave in this way. Every indicator behave in a normal way. When the price goes up, indicators goes up. Price comes down, indicator comes down. You don't have such phenomenon whereby price come down, indicators go up or stay green, because this KSI that I created is not price action based. It's something outside normal indicator. That's why so many people are using this, exploiting this to make money in the market. And I show you all the latest charts, not the one, eons ago. This is the dollar yen, the Japanese yen daily chart on last month to this month. Look at it. All the stochastic was pointing upwards on the stochastic, right? Look at it. The stochastic was pointing upward on the day chart. The price went up, we all know. But what do you see on the KSI? The KSI was red in color. So what must you do? You wait for your turn. You don't go in first. You wait for your turn. When the market breaks only, you sell as hard as possible. This is what a good trader must do. You see that? Now I ask you again. 3 days ago here, the market went up. Your stochastic went up. I'm sure blatantly many of you will be buying. I'm very certain of that, because I saw all the forums you are buying. But what must you do? If the KSI is red, you will wait to short the market. Okay, you can see it's happening repeatedly. Now this is the crude oil. Now I remember this early this year. Many people bought crude oil. Remember that? I know that some people bought so many crude contracts, so many options, and they was blown out, right? Those people who were hit by crude oil, all right, I'm so sorry to rub salt into your wounds, but we know that it really happened, okay? So in January 2020, right, many experts, many gurus were calling for buy in crude, because there was a base right here at about $58. So when the crude oil hits the same base, what happened was many people went in to buy crude related products, crude options, put calls, sell puts, and they even do a lot of buying crude related counters, stock counters. But if you have followed my KSI, what do you tell me? Can you tell me what is my KSI color at the bottom? What color can you see? These 4 days, when the market was going up, what color is this? Can you tell me, my friend? What color is that in the group chat? What color is that? Yes, it's red in color. So red in color means sell. Sell, is it immediate? Nope. You must wait. That means that if you are trained by me, I will tell you that the market is going up, the KSI is red, people are buying, let them buy first. You must be smart. Let them buy first. Let the boys make the game. Let the boys set the trap. You know the boys' game ready. You keep quiet. You wait with them. They will give you the signal, and I'll tell you when the signal come in. Yes, you just have to wait. Now, you may say that this is really amazing, but Cal, are you really able to do that? Now, dear all, you don't need me. You don't need me. The colors are all there. You don't need me. You just have to remember the steps. The boys must go first. You stand behind them. You let them play the trap. You move with them. You do not lay the trap. You don't do all these things. You just stay behind them and enjoy. And that is what you do. And they will know how to kill the retailers. So I ask you this, do you want to be the retailer that's being killed, or do you want to join them behind them? Now, I actually asked this question before, and some people reflected to me that they don't want to be behind the boys. They find that no integrity. They find that basically the boys, they may not be correct. They don't believe in that. I don't know about you. I'd rather stay with the boys. So guys, if you have heard what I say, you believe what I just say, and you want to trade with the boys, can you key the word trade with the boys? All right, trade with the boys or follow the boys. If that is what you have been hearing me, that is what I want to hear from you. Okay, all right. Yes, wow, trade with the boys. You key those things, right? So you got a point now. You have to trade with the boys. Okay, so last but not least, the turning points. The real turning point that you guys have been watching every single day from me. And this is the very important turning points. Now, this is a very nice comic. I really like that very much. Take a read. Why is that fool going the opposite way? Ignore him. He is a contrarian in the family. So I'm not too sure which side will you choose. Will you choose the side of the herd or you choose the right side? So I believe that now many people are doing that. Yes. Look at the American side. Look at they buy Kodak. Look at them, how the shares they buy. Oh my God. Yesterday, Tesla share came down so badly. But 3 weeks ago, everyone was buying Tesla. Oh my God. I was really so sad for them. Okay. If our time is permit, I will show you Tesla chart. Okay. You will be shocked to see that chart. Okay. So what happened is, let's take a look. Quick one. Every day, I commit myself to do 3 videos. Every day, 3 videos. Unless I fall sick. If not every day, I'll do 3 videos. 2 videos to tell you my view on the market in the morning, the gold and the down. Then by the evening, I will do a video, MAO, to show you my view of up to 10 different markets or 10 different charts to be correct. And you can see every day I'm doing this and I have more than 100 videos now. Very committed person. Now, why do I do that? Because I want to show you that how it works here. Everybody take a look here. Now, this is all the charts that happened yesterday. I didn't bring in yon's ago chart. I purposely choose those that happened yesterday. This is Canadian dollar, US against Canadian. Now watch this carefully. The Canadian dollar opens around here and it was above pivot 1. And we know that as long as the market stays above pivot 1, you stay bullish. Now my system has a way to inform you to be a buyer or a seller. But you must take the extra effort to remember the rules so that you will be able to maximize your gain. Now, not every chart can trade. Not every market can make. You have to play with the right one. And how to have the right one? I give you the easiest way to remember this. Always remember, if the market opens above pivot 1, it's always bullish. So watch out for this. See what happened? When the market opens, the market purposely touched the opening price, the pivot 1 level and recover. Now, this is not by chance. The boys have communicated. And what you need to do, you just focus on all the CCRY, red to yellow. You just follow through to buy. Yes, follow through to buy. So you done that, first wave. Second wave. Now, if the KSI is green in color, better still. That means the boys are with you. Now, if the boys are against you, you can see very clearly, you can choose not to go in. Right? Even though this trade looks good, but the boys against you, you can see the upside is only a while and then it comes down very fast. But once everything is again in line, the color change, the KSI, and in this case, plus a trigger point. Wow, you see that? This is how you will trade with the PSV system. You need to see the color, you need to follow the rules, and you just follow through. No matter what a friend tells you, you just don't bother anymore. You got my point? Yes, in the class, I will reiterate this more so you can learn this better. All right? So if the market is below pivot 2, means what? Above pivot 1 is a buy. So below pivot 2, obviously, it will be a sell. Yes. So the market basically resisted at pivot 2. Yellow turns to red, you sell. Yellow turns to red, you sell because it's a trigger point right here. And if the boys are selling, you are in a driving seat. You can even add on bigger position to capture the run. That is what you want. When the boys are with you, you can go for the kill. That is what you need to have in terms of trading mentality. True, anytime the boys will turn around the situation. But as long as the colors don't change, don't lie, you continue the flow, you can still make money. And that is what I'm going to do for my coming project in September. That's the reason why I say the 11 intake may be pushed back to October because of this reason. So if you are going to join my 10 intake, you will be very sure I'll grill you in on this so much, so deep, that every day you probably think of PSV as well. Okay? All right, not to frighten you, but that's my agenda. So you look at yourself, look at this. This is how it works. Canadian above opening price, where price all the way up. You see how incredible it is? All right. Now, yesterday, the British pound came down, right? British pound came down. Now, why did it came down? It was because the pivot 2, the market broke below pivot 2. So below pivot 2, you will only sell. Yes, see yesterday's market. Pivot 2, break earning. Once it cannot stay above the pivot 2, once the color change from yellow to red, and the KSI is red in color, you sell at all costs. Now, watch this, my friend. Look at how the pound came down, and look at how it yielded during the non-farm payroll and the cash market. I ask you this, my friend. If you are online with me and you're using a conventional indicator with the market recovering so strongly, how many of you will be buying this market? Be honest. How many of you using a conventional indicator, when you see the market reverse going up, how many of you will be buying? Please be honest with me. How many of you will be buying? If yes, can you keyword buy? B-U-Y into the group chat. Now, there's no shy about this, because yesterday I was in a forum. I saw people buying this. Not our forum, it's those overseas one and those online forum. I saw so many people buying the pound yesterday. And I tell my friend, look, so many people buy the pound, but the KSI is red. I say, wait for what? Wait for the trigger point and the color change. Because I tell my friend, the market is below pivot 2. It's a seller market. And truth be told, my friend shorted here. This is where he shorted. And of course, within about an hour, he has profited. And this is what you have to do. We were not able to win we were not able to get all the trades, but we will be able to capture all this movement. Okay, and this is something that you can actually do it for yourself. Now, no one will know how long it will take, my friend. I also don't know. Don't quote me. I won't know too. But I know that I can help you win money on a regular basis, and no need me be around you. So this is FTSE yesterday. Same thing again. Pivot 1 yesterday. All these are yesterday's market. And the market hit the pivot 1. Color change over. KSI turned green. The stock market went up. It's just about that. It's just about that. Follow the color. Follow the trigger. Follow through. And I repeat, this is yesterday's market. All right. Wrap it up. This is gold. Now, this is gold. Before I even talk anything else, tell me, based on what is in front of you, tell me, what would you have done yourself? If yesterday I show you this chart at morning time, as early as 6 a.m., what would you have tell your friend, your family members yesterday? Tell me, what will you tell your friend? Right, take a look at the chart now. What will you have tell your friend? Yes, you will tell your friend to buy. You will tell your friends that, wow, this is the ultimate bull market. The gold is going to go up. The boys are all buying. Everything is lovely. There's no stopping of gold, right? But there's a number. What number is that? 2053. 2089. That means every morning at 6 a.m., as long as the chart do produce a pattern. Now, not every day got pivot. Not every day. But when you got pivot, you really love it. So I will tell all my friends that, look, if the market stays above opening price, gold can go to 2089. But if the gold comes down and went below pivot 2, no matter what you tell me, 2053 and below, I will short gold. You don't need to talk to me. The answer is there one. 2053 and below, I will sell gold. All right, remember that, 2053, I will sell gold. And you can see, wow, the moment the gold broke the 2053, the gold collapsed. Now look at all the traditional indicator, all call for buy. You look at it, hit the low, they call for buy. Hit the low, call for buy. Now all them going up. You see, those conventional indicators kills. Now even my indicator has some sort of buying and selling in between. But don't forget, as long as you're selling based on the pivot, you're selling based on the system, you just have to follow through. No need to think so much. That is the real beauty of this. Now do note, my KSI, my indicators is no 100%. There are days it contradict, but you just have to follow the flow. Now, if the flow is together, you can go for the kill. That's how we do this game here itself, okay? So you can see the difference between us and the conventional indicators who went for buy yesterday as the gold price collapse, okay? All right, so now the thing is this, we have almost come to the end of the preview already. I'm not gonna waste time now because all these things you know, I will show you is all the people that have joined me. This is from the 8 the preview, whereby more than 30 people join me instantly for the 9 workshop, and they are really very happy. And now people are coming for the 10 workshop, and there are already people paying me in advance, and they are already in the group chat. Okay, this is not a fly-by-night thingy, and we will teach you from the very beginning how to install the software, how to make sure you know exactly what to do. And we have people really making really crazy amount of money. The same Cynthia that make $72,000 in just 1 month. Oh my God, she's really an incredible lady. Where people who make 5,000, 10,000 on a monthly schedule too. All right, we have very good testimonial, very good. All right, these are all not selected. This is from everyone. Everyone who hear me, they know that whatever they hear from the market is wrong. Cal really give very substance stuff. Even nerds can trade. So you can see all these are testimonials, and you see the way they write is really very long because they really have so much to share. So I'm going to waste your time. My workshop is on 22nd of August. You're paying at $9.8 now because the promotion price is over already. All right, my next class, the charge will be at $1,388. Okay, it will be mid of October, not September. All right, because I'm going to launch something in September. I want you to think about it. Now, you will only have one indicator at the start. It's a gold indicator. But after 2 weeks later, you can change it to Dow Jones, S&P, NASDAQ, whatever you like. Okay, as long as that my indicator works. Okay, now your entitlement is 3 months of the indicator, and you will be in my group chat, 6 of them, not 3, all 6 of them. Okay, my lesson will start from 9 a.m. and end at 6:30 p.m. on a Saturday. Zoom, via Zoom. Okay, right? I left only 13 seats. I don't know how many have left, came in just now. This is this morning number. I only want to train another 13 people if it's possible. All right. So what will you learn from me? You learn all this stuff: how to read the pivot, how to enter the day-to-day, how to do risk management the right way with the Excel spreadsheet that will give it to you. And of course, your entitlement will be the Telegram group chat where I will be around the whole day. And then you are able to subscribe to Dow, S&P, Dow, NASDAQ, Hang Seng, Forex, Gold, Crude Oil. There are total 11 markets for you to choose from. 11, okay? It's fantastic. No schools has ever reached as a plateau level, all right? Okay? And you have real people making money, so I don't want to waste your time, but these are all real. Now, I want to highlight this particular person called Travis. He started with trading 0.01, then after that trade 0.1, then trade 0.5, and today he has upgraded to trade 1 lot to 1.5. And I think the last few days he has made thousands of dollars. This is what I want to build. I want to build people from the scratch. I want people to make money slowly and consistently, all right? So all these are information, and I'm going to show you all this in a quick short while, the next few minutes. Now, what you do is that once you join me, you are able to come to this thing called the PSV Usage Revision, whereby it's a Facebook group. Only us students can watch it. My special videos are all there. Special. That means it's not shown to public. Special videos are all there. So if you are my student, you can watch these special videos. Okay, it's all there. And of course, you can see, really, I have hundreds of them. Every day, I'm very committed to post. Every day, I do this. You can see every day, every month, I do this. All my hard work, every day. So last time, we are able to talk to one another. We can have classes. This is how the group we are. You're entitled to this t-shirt later on. Right, this is back then. But now, of course, we have to go online now via Zoom. So you can see all the pictures now have changed to this, whereby everybody is Zooming with me. Okay, so no worry. You can see people are very happy. The testimonial keep on showing, whether it's 5, 6, 7, 8. Everybody are very happy whatever they learn. Okay? All right, I think I've come to the end of this sharing session. I think I've done myself a great job. I hope I did. All right, if you think I did a great job, those who are not sign up now because you want to enjoy tomorrow's session. Tomorrow, 9:30 p.m., I will be doing a very important sharing about why Amazon sharing of shares by Jeff Bezos is a very important signal. I'll be sharing with you what the non-farm payroll result tells you and what must be careful. And of course, there is a doji very near us. So Monday or Tuesday, we should be able to see it. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this session. I am so sorry for the earlier disruption. I thank you for your understanding. Today is a great day. Have a great weekend and happy National Day, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Happy National Day. Yes. Okay, those who want to sign up now, contact Susan aside. Okay, those who brought my friends, please contact your friend to bring it in. Okay, guys. Take care, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. only on Zoom. Bye-bye.